Good time of day, guys! My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of... what's this game called? 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Last episode, we continued Hijiyama's story, which resulted in us learning a lot of thingamabobbers. And by learning a lot of thingamabobbers, I mean looking for spare change. Lovely. Lovely. But yeah, we learned more about inconsistency in time travel, even though we already know that's the case. And more notably, about the 2188 versions of Hijiyama and Okino. They were dating. Oh my god. That's how cute. Alright, I'm debating on whether or not I want to just finish off Miura real quick, or start with Gouto. I think it makes more sense to finish off Miura real quick. So, yeah, he's only got one segment left. Let's see what it is. He started with a mindfuck. Maybe he'll end with a mindfuck. May 1985, clear skies. Judgment Day, sunset, time to make up my mind. What do you mean?
Everything looks like it's made of gold. I remember the day the Kurabe family took me in. I held Chihiro's hand, and there was a sunset just like this.
Oh yeah?
Chihiro.
Judgment Day, dusk. Chihiro.
I don't care who Chihiro says she is. She's still family.
Okay. Hi.
Takatoshi-san. You actually showed up?
That sentinel belongs to us, doesn't it? Why wouldn't I show up?
Okay. What are we doing?
So that's where it is, huh?
A building.
Yeah.
Are we getting
The sentinels inside
Miura's
that building.
sentinel? I guess that makes sense. It is technically a loose end.
Strange, isn't it? Pretty soon, all this will turn into a battleground. We'll be fighting in a place that's supposedly in the future. This is what we've been training for. Odd circumstances aside, it's an honor to fight using such incredible weapons.
So, Hijiyama, are you able to get your hands on Sentinel, what, number 12, I think? You probably do during your story at some point, but we aren't quite there yet. Chihiro.
Takatoshi-san, if anything happens to me, could you look after Chihiro?
Don't be stupid! Whenever you're in trouble, I'll always be there. And if it ever looks grim, I'll be the first to take a bullet for you.
Now don't get discouraged. No one's going to die.
All right.
Someone's totally gonna die now that you said that, and now that scares me.
Keitaro.
Let's go. We're taking back our sentinel.
That's what I want to hear.
Alright. And how are you going about doing that?
There it is. Just how I remember it.
Freeze!
I'm evil! Ah, Hijiyama, I finally learned that guns help me win fights.
He's still alive. I'm using low power shots, but still. Feels like we've given these guys quite the punishment.
Okay.
I want to thank you, Takatoshi-san. I couldn't have recovered the sentinel without your help.
It's still a little too early to be thanking me.
So obviously these are
Right.
SIU guys.
Natsuno-san's already out there fighting. I'd better join her.
Oh, wait, is this like literally right at the fucking beginning of the final battle? Huh.
Save some action for me, alright? I'll catch up to you soon.
Oh, we got the fucking game show music. Activate Sentinel.
BJ. A different me from a different time. According to him, I should be able to activate the sentinel now.
Okay. forehead button.
It worked.
Nice.
All right, no time to waste. Natsuno-san, can you hear me?
Miura-kun, thank God. I thought it was all over.
Just stay put. I'll be right there.
Okay.
I have to protect my family. And everyone I hold dear. Even if it costs me my life.
Alright. To the final battle. Okay. Wow, when I said finish off Miura quickly, I didn't think it'd be that quick. Okay, yeah, it certainly did not end with a, fucking mindfuck. It just ended with a quick little, hey, I'm gonna jump into Sentinel. Thanks, Hijiyama. When the kaiju appear in 1985, Miura takes back and activates Sentinel number 19 with the help of Hijiyama. At that moment, he decides that he will protect everyone he holds dear, even if it costs him his life. Nice. Okay. New shit? It said I got new fucking files, but I don't see anything. Okay, so there was only literally one event. So Miura. So right after Goodbye BJ. So there were two technically then. Okay, Brothers in Arms. To protect all I hold dear. Okay. So that's all of his events. Until shortly after the final battle began. Alright, so Hijiyama. Brothers in Arms to protect all I hold dear. And he still got quite a chunk. Because I'm pretty sure the last chunk I just did it finished with this. I believe. The Mystery Deepens. Stuff with the decode and interlocutors and whatnot. Okay. So then I'm looking at all events would be, like, towards the end. Yeah, okay, so this happens right after Jiro Karabe. Brothers in Arms to protect all I hold dear. So, still blank blank, vow of victory. Okay. Yeah, so, obviously, the battle's already raging on as Megami joins in. I guess that's hard to tell with Ryoko, but makes sense. And then A. And then this is during the battle. Okay. Very cool. So that's technically, like, during the very, very, very beginning of it. Alright, that's another character down. That leaves two, and there's only one we can continue. At long last, what have you been holding on to for me, Gouto?
Oh?
Oh, you finally made it. Alright, let's see what you fucking got, Gouto. Renya Gouto. Alright, Gogyo Street, Shikishima, 9th Building, 1985.
It would appear I can no longer rely on Shikishima.
Okay. Police records. Okay, so this is very linear so far. Okay, and Shikishima Industries.
Miss
Police
Morimura,
records.
why did you have to die?
Oh, this is after her death?
Miss Morimura's death has left the Shikishima execs in disarray. Now they won't let me spearhead the Sentinel project, as if I'm just a child. I doubt my opinion will weigh much in their discussions going forward.
Okay. Where should we go then? Hail taxi. Get in taxi. Get in.
Ayame Park, please.
Okay. To be continued. I would not be surprised if his stuff is technically shorter than before, but we'll see.
That
Hi.
was pretty quick, Goto-kun.
Hi,
I
Chihiro.
checked the corpse at the police station. It was yours, Miss Morimura. There's no doubt about it.
Is that so?
You don't seem too shocked about your death.
Well, it didn't exactly stop me. Here I am, safe and sound.
I suppose that's true.
Then why were there two of you? Is what I'm concerned about.
So, what did the police say?
Oh, they said police records.
The cause of death was a gunshot to the abdominal area.
You say this as if we don't already know that Chihiro knows exactly what happened?
No bullet was found in the body. Though it's easy to imagine why. The murder weapon was likely from beyond this time.
Yeah.
Beyond material bullets. Estimated time of death is approximately 1900 hours.
It was the
You
zappy
were
gun.
witnessed running off somewhere with a short-haired student. According to a pedestrian's eyewitness account, anyway.
That'd
They
be
found a
A.
witness. This era's police really did their due diligence.
Witness statement.
An acquaintance of Miss Morimura. Described as a short-haired male in a student uniform. Most likely A. Sekigahara.
Yeah, because that's the only short-haired male in this game who wears a school uniform. I mean, look at yourself, for instance.
There should have been that
Granted,
drone
you would know
tracking
it's
her
not you.
movement. So, anything helpful in its footage?
The timing couldn't have been worse. It looks like it was monitoring the government's movement at the time. So she wasn't even under surveillance.
I see.
Any thoughts as to our primary suspect? Who do you think did it?
Well,
I have an idea. I believe. Oh, yeah, obviously A did it.
the witness statement matches the description of A. Sekigahara.
It did seem like something was wrong with A. Sekigahara's memories. I wouldn't be surprised if he was our murderer.
He didn't even
Though
know
it
if he
raises
was.
the question of why he'd bother to lure her out. Surely a murderer's optimal scenario is to avoid being spotted at all.
Well, maybe it wasn't premeditated. He could have killed her by accident.
Well, he certainly is the type to brood over things. I can say he's not enough of an idiot to shoot someone on impulse.
Who else could it be?
I wonder.
That man with that call sign? Some numerical name.
426?
Logically speaking, he would naturally be another potential suspect.
Okay, yeah, 426.
He did attempt to eradicate all the compatibles. He's a dangerous individual, and he's still at large. All that's left of 426 is his consciousness. I don't think I could reliably predict his behavior. He's desperate enough to do anything. 426 certainly isn't above killing. If Ida-san were here, I'm sure he'd declare 426 our primary suspect.
Is this
We know
after
he killed
Ida
at
died?
least 4 people. That's why I shot him dead in the end.
The
If he
4
resurrected
victims.
himself as an android, maybe.
Is this before the bridge scene? It wouldn't be, because Morimura's dead now.
That would give him a chance at revenge. As a motive, it sounds pretty clear-cut.
So you believe 426 is the most likely suspect?
Barring A. Sekigahara. Who else could it be?
There is an option. Okay, the 4
Aside
victims.
from Miss Morimura and Ida-san, 4 others came here for refuge 16 years ago. By the time I'd started assisting Miss Morimura's efforts,
Wait, really? 4
they'd
others
already lost
16
their
years
physical
ago?
bodies. Fortunately, we were able
This
to
is
use
the
the data
first I've
stored
heard
in
of this.
Sector 0. This allowed us to meld their replicated consciousness with AI. As for how they lost their bodies in the first place, reportedly 426 is doing. He destroyed them all in one fell swoop. According to Ida-san's account, anyway. But if number 16 is to be believed, that's not what really happened.
Number
And
16.
Miss Morimura should be aware of that.
Oh, that's Inaba?
I spoke
I
with
think-
the pilot of Sentinel number 16. Back then, she gave Miss Morimura something nobody else would.
I would assume that's
The
Inaba.
truth.
Okay, recall. Number 16 statement.
Wait, what do you mean? Could you go over that again?
So then, technically Nama, but an android
Our defensive maneuvers failed,
version.
so we decided to stick to the plan. We all headed to the gate to escape. But there was an explosion while we were shifting. From what I can tell, the Type 98 we were shifting in got attacked. But that's the last thing I remember. After that, nothing.
But that means... Is that how your data was damaged? It wasn't some plot by 426 after all? Just an explosion? We never did manage to completely reconstruct your data. I thought it was just that you didn't get converted in time, but... You were all dead before the shift even happened. Ida-kun, you said he killed the 4 of them. I know you did. You said he sabotaged them, killed them.
Given the chance, he certainly would have.
You lied to me?
He already tried to kill us all in the past. You know he'd have tried again if we left him alive.
Why doesn't Gouto know what's going on
Killing
here?
him was the right call.
No. That means...
So that shootout thing, Izumi didn't kill anyone? Is that what that implies? An explosion happened that killed a lot of people?
I'd like to revisit something you just mentioned. About 426 killing at least 4 individuals. Do you really not remember?
Remember what?
You've read my files, I presume? I gathered quite a lot of material in the past. Most of it is rather outdated, including Ida-san's statement concerning those victims. In other words, your answer is objectively incorrect.
Really? Well, can you blame me? Look at this body I'm stuck with. I'm bound to have some memories confused.
Sure. Feel like that's an
If you have
excuse.
some comment on this form, then by all means.
No. That's not what I meant.
Okay.
Miss Morimura, I have one more question.
What is it?
Regarding 426, would you say you had any particular feelings toward him?
Feelings? Well, he was certainly a good friend. I felt like he really understood me. Well, used to, anyway. Where's this coming from?
That doesn't make sense. According to number 18, or should I say, Tamao-san,
Oh. Tamao?
I had a
Okay.
hunch about Miss Morimura's feelings, and my discussion with Tamao-san only confirmed my suspicions.
Okay. Recall Tamao's statement, then. 1985, flashback in the schoolyard. So she used to be a Sentinel pilot, and it can't anymore, because... Is she, like, super dead? Because she was uploaded into an android, and then 426 overwrote her? Or Izumi did?
Gouto-kun,
Hello.
I'm sorry for this. I know it's sudden. I need to talk to you.
Did something happen?
It's about Morimura-san. She's been transplanting 426's memories onto Jiro-kun. I only just found out.
426? As in the escaped android?
So, Morimura was intentionally doing that?
No, not that one. She's using the memory data of the man himself. It was saved during the shift.
In other words, she's trying to use Jiro to create another 426?
I did my best to talk her down. She's letting me handle Jiro-kun's treatment now. Still, I don't think she's given up on this.
Why is she trying to bring back 426?
Well,
Because she loved
I've been
him.
giving her some advice about it. And I understand where she's coming from, but... Morimura-san is in love with him.
With 426.
Maybe she always has been.
It seems like, so far with Goto's story, thinking back to his prologue and right now, it's about doubting Morimura, which is interesting only because it's Gouto doubting her. Because we've had a lot of doubting Morimura already anyways, with fucking Juro and Megami and Iori and fucking Ryoko and A.
That's why she
Yada
wants
yada.
him back as a human.
But she has to know the risks. He's a dangerous man.
True, but that's not exactly what she's remembering. Besides, she's the one who killed him. That guilt is still eating at her. Watch over Morimura-san. And try to keep her away from Juro-kun if you can.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Thank you. I can barely take the idea of 1426, let alone 2.
What's weirder, then, is also... If Chihiro sussy... if Chihiro mad sussy, because she's hiding the fact that she killed Morimura, for one. She also showed up during the battles. I think only once or twice, and I don't remember what she was doing. Because at that point, I wasn't aware that that was just straight up Morimura. At least I believe. Maybe I did know, but didn't know for sure. I don't know.
So I was right. Miss Morimura did have feelings for someone.
So now
When
Sting.
Juro Izumi lost his memories, you aimed to use him to revive 426. Make one a vessel for the other. One reason seems most likely. You harbored romantic feelings for him.
Me? With him? You're joking. That Chihiro Morimura was mind-hacked, remember? You said so yourself.
Memory manipulation. Okay, hold on.
My goodness, romantic feelings? For him? No, God no. Not my cup of tea.
If you recall, I suggested that Miss Morimura was mind-hacked. That idea was based on a certain piece of evidence I found. One particular log.
Oh,
What log?
a future log.
If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know.
Oh.
2 years before you were born, Ida-san extracted some information from 426 that in turn led to the discovery of the data log in question.
Okay.
So why again does this matter?
You're about to find out.
Future log.
As for the log itself, it contains footage from the year 2188.
Ah!
It was found buried in the mainframe data during the analysis of 426.
I'm gonna die. We get more.
You seem very disturbed by me seeing that file. So much so, in fact, that you ended up deleting all of your logs. Would you mind telling me why you did that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, at the
Sussy.
very least, its contents suggested a connection to 426. Or even that he had been manipulating Miss Morimura. The log contained a very interesting report. Apparently, Juro Izumi downloaded memories onto Chihiro Morimura's clone.
Report log. Ida's report? Sure. Transmission log to Renya Gouto 2188. Oh boy.
This is Tetsuya Ida.
Hello.
I am recording this. great. Still, might as well.
The last of the 13.
Not like I have anywhere else to share this. I was in the middle of a routine bug regression test, and I noticed part of the final phase had been altered. The change was made in Chihiro Morimura's host. The setting change looks like it'll trigger a memory overwrite. I don't know anything about the memory's contents, but it says the modifying user was Juro Izumi. Because someone thought it'd be a great idea to give that guy senior admin ID. And at this point, what the hell can we do about it? At least now I have proof. You're all hypocrites anyway. Yes, including you, jackass. So who even cares anymore? None of this matters. We're all dead anyway.
Dun dun dun.
The log inconveniently revealed one of your secrets. One you were desperate to keep me away from. So you deleted it. That's my theory, anyway.
426 was the one who overwrote my memories? So what does that mean? What are you trying to say? Your Morimura and I are both 426?
Compatibility?
Remember where this all began? It was the compatibility experiment, the one that produced you. Based off Miss Morimura's footage and your own admissions, I've completely misjudged the situation. All this time, I believed you were her. But even from the very beginning, you've been your own person.
So what are you saying? I'm not Chihiro Morimura? If I'm not a duplicate of Chihiro Morimura,
then who am
Who
I?
exactly do you think I am?
I have an idea. You are Chihiro Morimura.
You are Chihiro Morimura.
Well, there you have it.
No, not Miss Morimura, the teacher. Professor Chihiro Morimura.
The 2188?
The one from the year 2188.
Oh.
And the central figure of Shikishima's interstellar development project.
The one that A killed? Ooh, okay. Jesus Christ, how is a 2188 character out here? The murder of Chihiro Morimura. Okay. Well, that's something. That didn't... Okay, yeah, that was not hypocrisy. Alright, Juro Izumi 2188. The overarching plan was altered so that Chihiro Morimura's host would undergo a memory overwrite during the final process of Project Arc. Tetsuya Ida discovers this deviation, along with the fact that Izumi is the one who authorized the change. Okay. Renya Gouto? Upon realizing the distinct discrepancy between Miss Morimura's and Chihiro's memories, Gouto considers the possibility that Chihiro isn't simply a clone of Morimura. After researching the logs of 2188's Morimura, he theorizes that Chihiro's true identity is instead Professor Chihiro Morimura from 2188. That's crazy. Oh, no fucking Ida 2188. Lovely. Okay, Miyuki Inaba again. Back when their final line of defense failed one loop ago, Kisaragi and the others tried to shift before the world got reset. Unfortunately, due to an explosion, their data was damaged and couldn't be fully reconstructed, preventing them from making it to the next world. Okay. Anything else? That isn't locked? Okay, no. Alright, let's go to Gouto, even though we clearly got a lot of shit. So, Tamao's statement. This happens before Seeker of Truth, which was in his prologue. A time-warped encounter, which was when Iori traveled. Okay. So then, unreliable Shikishima. Memory discrepancies. Okay. I don't think anyone else showed up in these, right? Just Gouto and all of them? Yeah, Gouto and all of them. So if there's anything else, it's under all events. Oh, okay, yep, number 7. Transmission log to Gouto. So then there's only one more event between transmission log to Gouto and the final countdown. Interesting. Okay, number 16 statement was after consciousness and body. Number 16 statement. Okay, so this is right after she killed him. And then League of Darkness. So this is during the current loop. Is this at the beginning of that loop? Because the way the sectors work, right, is that, hold on, let me think. The way the sectors work, no, the loops. They said that the years start from a certain point, right? That they cover a certain range. So, let me find the sector list. So yeah, Sector 1. Yeah, 2089 to 2109. So this is right at the beginning of the current loop? No. No, it is. This is at the beginning of the current loop. And then this is... Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I see. So this is at the end of one loop ago. Then this happened. Okay. But then, wait. Was it... It was Morimura who killed him, obviously. I kind of want to look back at this. It was obviously Morimura that killed him, according to that. But it wasn't that Morimura. It was...
The cause of this?
It was a different one? Yeah, it was her. So that's confusing, actually. So this is still that. And... Okay, no, now I'm really confused. What to think of all this. How many loops have there been? There's been... Is this the second one or the third one? I don't know. Whatever, let's keep looking. Oh shit, it's gonna get rid of the fucking red things, right? I think there were only the 3 flashback things, right? I need to find where Tamao's statement is, right? Tamao's statement. It'd be not long before this, right? That's number 16 statement. Tamao, yeah, there it is. Tamao's statement happens right after Tears. And into Love at First Play. Okay. So then continuing from there, it's just the 2 Gouto things. Which I forget exactly what they're called. I think it was Unreliable Shikishima. Yes, there. Unreliable Shikishima, memory discrepancies. So this happens right after A New Awakening. So One of Me is Enough, A New Awakening, Unreliable Shikishima, memory discrepancies. Okay. I understand now. Why am I on Karabe? Alright. Let's continue, Gouto. Da-da-da. What?
Activation confirmed.
What the fuck? What?
The terminal is completely sealed off.
Where are we?
Did it?
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
They're already on the move.
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh? I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'm going to dismount. Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
The existence of 4th generation Sentinels and also Takamiya. So this is during the actual final battle, not like from 2060 or whatever. Oh, okay. Hi, Takamiya. Yeah, summon your Sentinel. Do some explaining. So, this is how we get events during the final battle?
Chihiro-san.
Look at that sunset. Just like it was back then. It's beautiful.
Hi.
I'm guessing you were monitoring me with a drone?
I have one locked on to you, yes. Their target's changed. They're coming back this way. It's dangerous here. We need to get you to safety.
Aw, don't tell me you're worried about me. How about you mind your own business? You already know how I feel. This is what I wanted.
Still.
More importantly, can you really afford to waste your time here? Or have you already given up? The invasion is still in its preliminary phase.
I've got time. First, I need to get you somewhere safe.
There are no safe places left. At least, none left for us. We're not safe anywhere. But you know that well enough. You're just losing precious time. Go focus on the job you're supposed to be doing.
Understood. I'll go. You'll find it safer towards the river. If, hypothetically, you wanted to know.
Wait.
No, let me
As
leave.
long as we're both here, there's something I want to clear up.
What?
So, tell me.
We're kind of in a war, you tell
were
me.
in love with Miss Morimura, weren't you?
Honestly, I was gonna jokingly say that based on his tone, but I figured I would just misreading that.
You said she was mind-hacked. But it was more about you being jealous, wasn't it?
That's hardly...
This may be our last chance to talk.
Gouto with emotions? No way.
You are correct.
Oh, jeez.
Is that what you wanted to hear? That I was driven by some cheap, naive impulse? That I can't think about anything else?
And that's why you brought back my memory too, isn't it? You never cared how you managed to do it. You just wanted her back.
So much.
I'm
Aww.
glad. You really were a slave to your desires.
Okay.
That's the Renya Gouto I remember. It means I don't have to like you after all. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to hear.
Professor,
You should go. After all, we still have our bet.
Bet.
Although it looks like I'm about to win it.
What? Okay, activate Sentinel, be cool. Yep, your wrist. Okay. Miura.
What's wrong? Did you get separated from your mommy?
What the fuck?
Could you leave me alone? It's dangerous out here. Just come with me, okay? Will you just... What are you...
Okay. I thought you were gonna pick her up and run, not just sit still. Their sight is based on movement,
Don't worry.
I guess.
If you can't find your mommy, I can help you look. We just have to run away right now, okay? Oh, there you are, Miura.
Hi, Kisaragi.
I'm so glad you're okay. Jeez, you're so reckless. You shouldn't have come this way.
Kisaragi, that girl is...
I know already. I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe. Is someone else here? Of course not. Never mind. The evacuation route's that way.
You know, where the kaiju
Can
came
I bring
from.
her too? Hey! That's fine, just hurry up.
Okay, to be continued. Alright, for survival. Okay. The battle has begun! Alright, so yeah, he's in love with Morimura. Surprise, surprise. Except it's actually pretty surprising. Gouto secretly had feelings for Miss Morimura. However, after seeing a 2188 communications log between that era's Tetsuya Ida and Gouto, he suspects that Morimura's memories were overwritten by 426. In addition, Morimura's sudden change of behavior has raised his suspicions further. Takamiya. Alright. When the kaiju appear in 1985, she declares to the team that they can relax now that she's taking the field, and activates Sentinel number 21. Okay, that was literally her joining the battle? Okay. So, I think those are the only things I have, yeah, because I already went to the sectors. Alright, so let's go to Gouto. So these are going to be real late. Jesus, yeah. So, criminal from the future, leave it to me, the man called Gouto, and evacuating together. Okay, did we have any flashbacks? I don't think we did. Okay, so, who else showed up then? Takamiya. Yeah, to the SIU building, straight into Leave It to Me. Amiguchi. Right after Fuyusaka's campus tour, Leave It to Me. Kisaragi. Right after Breaking Limits, Leave It to Me, evacuating together. And I believe that's all of them. So then I'm just gonna scroll through this just in case. I'm pretty sure there were no flashbacks. Yeah, no, it doesn't look it. Okay, yeah, no. So, right after Breaking Limits, Leave It to Me, the man called Gouto, evacuating together, and we still have a lot of fucking events there, but oh well. Alright, let's do the next segment, and that'll probably be the episode. Get us to 50-ish. Oh, flashback. 1985. Damn, non-linearity.
Strange.
Yes, you are.
I know this is my first time here, but this suddenly makes me feel so nostalgic.
Sunsets will do that, I find, regardless of time period.
Yes, but this must be, well, I suppose it must be one of those places. So, where am I going?
I've rented an apartment under a false name.
Can't be any worse than our last accommodations. As long as it's not Rebel, I'll take it.
My apologies.
It is, in
If it's any
fact,
comfort,
Rebel.
I'm certain nobody will find you there. Not Shikishima, and certainly not Miss Morimura. I suppose we have Ida-san to thank for all this.
Is this before her death, then?
The
Where
funds
are
and
we?
paperwork he prepared were invaluable.
Tetsuya Ida.
So Ida did shit.
And he's still missing, is he?
Yes.
Still missing. So this is after he died. Or rather, got
Let's
shot
go.
by Ryoko. Alright, Ayame Park.
Chihiro-san.
So now this is right after memory discrepancies, I'd assume?
You think I'm the professor?
Yeah, okay.
That is what I said. You are Professor Chihiro Morimura, a major figure in Shikishima in the year 2188. Namely, the leader of its space initiative.
What are you even talking about?
Just some hypotheticals. A possible interpretation of the evidence I found.
Okay, say I am the professor.
You are the
Remember,
professor.
Miss Morimura is the one who created me. You think that was her plan? She wanted a host for the professor and not herself? How would that make sense?
I do not know. But still, compatibility.
Miss Morimura ran an experiment to grant her clone compatibility. She believed that you were synchronized to her.
And she was wrong, simple as.
She believed it was her own data she transmitted.
But she was wrong,
But it
simple
was the
as.
other Chihiro Morimura in Sector 0. And of course, you entered the world as a newborn, incapable of verbal communication. So Miss Morimura never realized her mistake.
This is all speculation.
Certainly, yes. But if I'm right, and you are the professor, I imagine you were in quite a panic yourself. All things considered, it was a staggering deviation from the original plan.
What original plan?
The compatibility. No. Operation Aegis. No. The report
Among
log
the logs
plan.
from 2188, one of Tetsuya Ida's noted that he'd found an anomaly. Chihiro Morimura was set to undergo a memory transplant in the final phase. And the final phase, well, that would be us.
Okay.
I don't know where you think you're going with this.
A bit of patience, please. There's a little more context I need to provide. The log from the future I saw first. That would be the comms log I found with my own ID.
Yeah, Gouto's log.
The first log I checked held some surprises. The author seemed to be an elderly Renya Gouto. And the date of recording appeared to be 2188. I assumed it was some future version of myself. One that had time traveled into the far future. But now, I don't think that's the case. I believe it's the other way around.
Dun dun.
In other words, I myself am a clone of him.
Clone. Clone.
Every individual I saw in that log footage, they all created clones of themselves.
Clones. Huh?
I did find a log that proves this point.
Oh yeah?
What did you see?
So the alien DNA
A
transfer
comms log
thing is
between you
still
and
right.
Professor Takamiya. Her field is genetic engineering, I note.
Takamiya's log. Okay, recall. Sure, I'd love to. Okay. So this is one of the 2188 events.
Professor Takamiya, how are the projections on those self-replicating probes? The simulations look good. Especially the survey range. We never expected a rate of expansion that high. It was definitely the right call to prioritize its strength as a group over individual units. These probes are pretty much living machines now. They self-replicate using natural resources mined from asteroids in their routing. They'll just keep building up and breaking down. An infinite cycle of self-replication on its way to its target. There's basically zero chance of the tech failing midway through. They'll just keep on going. Probably long after humanity's gone. Glad I came to an expert then. All that's left is the refinement of the memory cube. The infrastructural storage cell, right? The cube's made up of 5 identical memory layers. In theory, it'll compare itself to nearby probes and use them as a template for repairs. And if it can't be repaired, well... fine, 1 probe down. We've got thousands more. And our passengers? I'll be loading them up with the DNA of all the survivors. I've already got samples and data from all 15.
Nah, 15.
Now it's just down to launching them. These clones will go with all our hopes on their shoulders. By the way, what do we do about him? I mean,
Who?
after that DNA test.
So this is probably event number 4, right? Because this is before the bomb thing. With A, obviously. So who's the one dude they were talking about? I would venture to guess Gouto, but it might not be.
There were 15 survivors of that colony, each with a clone established to be compatible.
Okay.
Though they grew up in different eras, different worlds.
So, yeah, the 13 Sentinel users, or versions of them, because Ida, Amaguchi, Morimura, Iori, yada yada, plus Okino and Tamao, I see.
And you aimed to replace your clone's memories with your own. That was your real plan. Right now, I imagine your biggest question is precisely how much of that log I've seen. Am I close? You do have a genius mind, but also the form of a child. I imagine it's harder than usual to hide your agitation.
It's absolutely not.
True.
Now you're just trying to trick me?
Girl? I'll
I'd
talk
say
more
based on
about
that
it.
log, Professors Takamiya and Morimura seem to know each other quite well. Maybe you know something about that.
Of course not.
Then perhaps instead, Tsukasa Okino? Being compatible, that makes one part of his identity clear. He's one of the 15 from the year 2188.
Oh,
So,
is that the one they were talking
theories?
about? Okay.
Who was he in the year 2188?
Just a researcher, right? Made the Deimos code, I think.
Care to guess?
Stop it.
No? Then allow me to clarify.
Oh boy.
That boy, Tsukasa Okino,
Boy in
is
air
Professor
quotes.
Chihiro Morimura's son.
Yeah, what?
But not her child by personal, conventional birth.
What?
The
No.
professor donated her egg cells as a young woman.
No! Oh my fucking god, Okino's a clone. So, what does that make them now? A clone of a clone of a clone? So, Okino in 2188 is a clone child thing of Morimura's. That's what the DNA thing is. I don't know where Gouto specifically got Okino from. I guess the white hair? Yeah, they do look pretty similar thinking about it now, but... So then, alien DNA bullshit. I don't remember if I'm pulling this out of my ass or if it was a joke or actually real. Infecting aliens with their own DNA to transform them into clones of humans. Except, it seems like they're more artificial human clones rather than infected aliens. And then that creates Okino again, who persisted through loops and also then created a simulated personality of themselves. So,
In accordance with the policies on population control.
Okay.
No comment at this time?
So that, no. Not a literal fucking clone child. If she donated her egg cells as a kid, or not necessarily as a kid, what did he say? Do we have a log? I forget if there's a log in this game. Meh. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, as a young woman, in accordance with the policies on population control. Okay.
Their blood relation wasn't exactly obvious, until DNA testing on the clone revealed it. The professor was faced with the truth. He was her son, which naturally sparked an inconvenient surge of maternal instinct.
So then...
However, Okino
How
himself
did that
didn't think
happen?
highly of the professor. He had his disagreements with the project staff, too.
If Morimura didn't know, and she didn't make Okino, then how did Okino come into being?
When it seemed like her end was near, the professor recorded him one final message. One last chance for him to know the truth.
Okay.
Stop! You saw that? But how? You'd need a biometric ID match to access that log. So you should only have been able to access your own. My logs and Okino's should have been locked off.
Thank you, Professor Morimura.
I was bullshitting. Get back here, you're not that fast, you're a child.
Indeed, the files I could access were somewhat limited. Mostly company logs. Meeting reports, call transcripts, bureaucratic chaff. Barely anything in the way of your personal records.
Then, how do you know what was in my logs?
It's simple, really.
Did you use Iori? Somehow. Flashback UFO mainframe.
That should do it for preparations. Now, let's see if the biometric authentication works.
This sounds very familiar. Start authentication.
Did it go through?
Check authentication. So is this before he found the log that was like, kill Morimura?
Looks like that got me past the initial barrier, at least. Now, with Miss Morimura's ID, I should be able to get into her logs.
Okay. Where did we go for that? Over here? Hi! Yes, I was right.
Maybe, if I check Miss Morimura's logs, I might find a clue why your biometric ID matches hers.
I see.
It really is her ID.
Iori Fuyusaka?
Though unconscious, she proved very helpful. She is Chihiro Morimura, a compatible version. If you really are Miss Morimura,
How did he not know that? What?
then you should already know who Iori Fuyusaka is. Because that would mean you hid her here in Sector 4. The plan was for the two newborns to grow up with their own separate lives. Ida-san's idea, presumably. Chihiro Morimura was planned to be placed in 2104, and Tetsuya Ida in 2024, yet neither could be found.
I knew Renya Gouto of Shikishima pretty well. You and he are very different. Except that you both make my life a lot harder. So, suppose I am the professor. Then what?
Which you already admitted to.
I want to know the truth. I want to know the reasons behind all of this. But that seems unlikely. I imagine you're not inclined to tell me anything.
And why's that?
It'd be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts. Considering you're trying to eliminate us.
Oh.
From the very beginning, you never intended for this world to survive.
Then why wouldn't she kill A there, too? Why just Morimura? Clone. Clown! Okay, 50% clear. Yay. Oh, come on! Bullshit! Motherfucker! Ah! Wait a minute. Oh, I thought all the waves were available. Come on. Well, I know what I'm doing next episode then. Shit, well, hey, at least At least that's an episode, you know? Alright, Chihiro Morimura 2188. Upon testing the DNA of the 15 individuals for Project Ark, it became clear that Tsukasa Okino is Morimura's child. Though it wasn't through conventional birth, Morimura still feels a maternal connection to him. Renya Gouto. In order to view Miss Morimura's logs, Gouto used Iori Fuyusaka, who was unconscious from the shock of seeing a sentinel in the 2065 ruins. He brought her to the UFO mainframe and used her biometric ID. Okay, Yuki Takamiya. The 2188 Professor Takamiya studies self-replicating probes. Tsukasa Okino 2188. Upon testing the DNA of the 15 individuals from Project Ark, it becomes clear that he is Chihiro Morimura's child. Okay, the compatible. The clones of the 15 survivors in the colony are the compatible ones. Probe. Inside the probes are infrastructural storage cells called memory cubes, which allow the probe to compare itself to nearby probes and use them as a template for repairs. If a probe can't be repaired, then it dies, as a biological organism would, and the others move on. The probes that departed Earth with the DNA data of the 15 individuals surveyed an extremely wide range, replicating themselves infinitely until they found a new planet that humanity could inhabit. So... is that what the sectors are then? The replicating themselves infinitely thing? That's what the loop is? Replicating DNA? Huh. Okay. So if I go to Gouto, yeah, a time-warped encounter, a biometric ID, the future Renya Gouto, okay. Not a dream, blah, blah, blah. A familiar sunset happens after the compatible and before the visage of my sister. Okay. Memory discrepancies, compatibility, and clones, which is literally just the same conversation, basically. Okay. So, yeah, proliferating probes happens here. And then there's this, which is still confusing. It's either another 2188 log or something that happens before the final countdown. A biometric ID, this happens after a time-warped encounter, the future Renya Gouto, not a dream, yada yada. The compatible, a familiar sunset. What's the point of this scene? I guess just the residence thing, whatever that means. There's a blank there? Why? Who? I guess a Gouto thing, probably? Huh. Okay, going further. We get down to compatibility and clones, blank blank A Sekigahara. And there's still a lot of blanks before this last big chunk after evacuating together. Huh. Oh, so Iori also showed up then, is what that means. So Iori, yeah, a biometric ID happens before Not a Dream. So we have all her shit before the final battle. I believe we have all of Jiro's too, right? Yeah, do we have like everyone's? Except for Gouto maybe and Hijiyama? Yep, everything up to Vow of Victory. Everything up to the last piece. Yeah, he only has one event left even, geez. Gouto obviously has a few more blanks. Yeah, after a missing memory and before the Pirate's Mark, that is in fact a Gouto event. Compatibility and clones, blank blank, evacuating together. Minami. Still something after counting on the student ID, but before Goodbye BJ. Miura. Nothing before Breaking Limits. Hijiyama has 4 things between Lost Memories and Brothers in Arms, and then stuff after to protect all I hold dear. Ogata. Nothing before Breaking Limits. Kisaragi. Nothing before evacuating together. Amiguchi. Nothing before Leave It to Me. Takamiya, probably nothing before Leave It to Me. Yep. Ryoko, probably nothing before I Fight for Myself. Okay. Sheesh. So then, that means this would have to be... Well, no, not necessarily, because this is not Iori, technically, in here. Like, there isn't an appearance by an actual protagonist until here. Which is fucking 9 years before 1985. We can trust the progression of time, we just can't trust... Yeah, so everything's on the same thing, I just realized. Everything's on the same timeline, so 2089 means 1976. This is like... Oh boy. Would this be 7 years later? I suppose? And then a year later... 3 years later... 4 years later... Same year, 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 same year. Okay, still same year until 45. And it's been 5 since, because they all share the same time progression, each of these sectors do. And it never goes to 6, correct? It never goes to 6. It never goes to 6. Okay, so I'm figuring that out. Alright, well, shit. I suppose next episode, then, we will start the Wave 3 battles. Perhaps off-screen, I'll get this to S, and we can read whatever that file is. And then we'll jump into the third area battles. Oops, that's not what I meant to click. Alright. That's gonna be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button, and if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye! Yeah.